Shalom, and welcome to Bible Stories as Blueprints of the Soul, your Biblical Hebrew podcast. Biblical Hebrew podcast. Today I would like to speak to you about one verse from Genesis 28:17. In this chapter, generally, Jacob has his dream about the ladder. When he wakes up, he is afraid. And he says the following words in Hebrew. Menorah hamakom hazeh. Again. Menorah. What awful. Hamakom hazeh. This place. Enze, this is none other than the house of God, and this is the gate of heaven. What is the meaning of this fear inside of Jacob? Why does he say those words when he wakes up for the dream? What does a dream in general reflect in our life, all of our lives as humans? But before we dive into the realm of dreams, let us look into the Hebrew word or the Hebrew name of Jacob, see what value it has in numbers, examine his words when he wakes up from the dream, see what is the relation between his name in Hebrew and the words that he says after he wakes up. What is the gap between his name and the words that he speaks up? And how does this gap relate to the word dream, to the verb dream in Hebrew? And slowly we shall understand what dream is and why sometimes we are afraid of our dreams. And this is a hint why in general most humans are afraid of their potential and where does the potential is stored in us. I hope to answer all of these questions in this conversation today, and I hope that we can also draw a little triangle, Pythagoras triangle, and also through geometry penetrate this hidden realm of dreams. First of all, the name Jacob is written with 4 letters. Yod, Ain, Kof, Bet. Yaakov. Yaakov. The value of the name Yaakov is 182. Again, the value of the name Yaakov is 182. Please remember that. When Jacob wakes up from the dream, he says in Hebrew 4 words. Menorah hamakom hazeh. What awful this place is. The 2 first words, Menorah, if we listen to their sounds, Menorah, they have a similar sound like the word Menorah. Menorah, Menorah. So, through the lens of a secret reader, the word Menorah, how awful or what awful, can be read also as Menorah, Menorah. And the Menorah has 7 lanes of light. The Menorah in the temple is not just a historical symbol. The Menorah as a structure exists in every human. How? The Menorah, as I mentioned, has 7 lanes of light. Human faces also have 7 lanes of light. we have 2 eyes, 2 ears, makes it 4, 2 nostrils, makes it 6, and 1 mouth, make it 7. Through those 7 openings or input, we can receive signals from the world and give signals to the world. There is a chain of communication. Those 7 openings inside of our head are not just hollowness. They carry certain steam, moist, not just air, but also moist. In Hebrew, we call this moist or steam hevel, like the name of the second son of Adam and Eve, Hevel. In English, we say Abel. In Hebrew, we say Hevel. The name Hevel is written with 3 letters, He, Bet, Lamed. The value of Hevel, in English Abel, is 37. And as we said, we have 7 kinds of steams. Like Solomon says in the book of Ecclesiastes, Hevel Havalim, Amar Kohelet, Hevel Havalim, Hakol Havel. Everything exists on those 7 kinds of steams. Now, when we take those 7 steams, 7 we have inside of our face, 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, 1 mouth, and we double the 7 opening or the 7 steams in the value of Abel in Hebrew, Hevel, which is 37, we arrive to a number of 259. 259 plus 1 plus the origin, we're coming with 260. 260 is 10 times the tetragrammaton, and this was the fear of Jacob. Menorah hamakom hazeh, how awful or full of all this place. A person, human, has the potential to have the access of 10 times the tetragrammaton, like Adam in the Garden of Eden. This is his fear. Another angle of this dream is the relation between the name Jacob and the value of 7 times steam or 7 times Abel, because Jacob is a corrected aspect of Abel. Let us remember this. Jacob is the 22nd generation from Adam, and he is a corrected version or corrected aspect of Abel. 7 times Abel plus 1 is 260, 10 times the tetragrammaton, or the value of the word vineyard in Hebrew, kerem. Kerem, 260. When we deduct the value of the name Jacob, Yaakov, as he is now in the moment of the dream, from the potential that the dream brings forth, the value of 260, when we deduct 182, which is the value of Jacob, from 260, which is the potential of the dream, we get the sum of 78. 78 is the value of the word Shalom, dream, and also the value of the word lechem, lechem, which is bread. The question is, what is the distance between Jacob and his full potential? And the answer is simple. Is the dream. The dream is a bridge that brings Jacob into his full potential, to the 260, to the vineyard of God, because the vineyard of the Lord is not just physical vineyard on the land. The vineyard of God, or the infinite, is his wisdom, the hidden wisdom. And this is the fear that Jacob has when he wakes up. He is afraid from the deep potential which is stored inside of himself. So Jacob, in a way, has two missions, maybe more, but at the moment he is a corrected aspect of Abel, and he is also a corrected aspect of Adam, the one who was expelled from the Garden of Eden. And these two secrets are revealed to him in this dream. And this is the reason why all of us are sometimes, or most of us, are afraid to access the realm of dreams inside of us, or even to sniff the potential which is stored inside of us. So, and another aspect of this conversation is that Jacob has this dream when he is with himself as a sovereign. He is running, he is escaping from his brother Esau. He left his parents' house. He did not yet arrive at the house of his uncle. And person with himself has this revelation. He is not with others, other bodies, other families, from his origin or from his future. He is with himself, and with himself he has this dream, and he is afraid. Like most of us, we sense that there is a potential inside of us, but somehow we continue to do the same things, to hang out with certain people that do not give us too much spirit, because we are accustomed to do certain things, or we are chained into certain habits. But once we acknowledge that there is a great spirit blows inside of us, and sometimes we're too blocked to listen to the spirit injects itself in us while we sleep. The spirit injects itself and its potential through the dreams that we receive. So if we want to open the door for the potential that is waiting for us as humans, let's open the door and open the ear and open our hearts to the dreams which we are granted every day and every moment in our lives. So I wish us all to live an infinite life with imminent access to the spirit and to the human potential. Thank you for listening, and Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you for listening to Bible stories as blueprints of the soul. We hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions, comments, or would like to hear more about a certain topic, just write us an email to hebrew@learnoutlive.com. We are always happy to hear from you. For more episodes, videos, and articles like this, please visit our website at hebrew.learnoutlive.com. We also would like to invite you to join our live classes. Just search for Online College of Biblical Hebrew on Facebook and start learning now with students from all over the world. Koltuv and Shalom.